Hello team, how's it going? Welcome back to the latest video. We are looking at South Korea holds military parade in downtown Seoul for the first time in a decade. So it's something they haven't done in a very long time. So it's very interesting to see how they do these. We've seen an Indian Hell March and we've looked at a few other parades. It's not really something the British do. We have Remembrance Parade. We sort of have a City of Honour parades, but we don't do mass military parades through towns. So very interesting to see this. Let's have a look. As always, please check out the original video in the description. Go and give them a like, a follow and a share. And as always, please like, share, follow to Combat Ready HQ and comment below with what your thoughts are. It commemorates the founding of South Korea's Armed Force, 75th anniversary of their... Oh wow, cool. It's mad, they haven't done this in a decade, so the people look really happy. Shame about the weather. So we've got a lot of police here leading the parade by looks of it. I would say they're police with the sort of uniforms that they are wearing and obviously the bikes they're on. So infantry element. So you've got the band in nice red tunics, white trousers, army colour guards. So they actually look like, so we'll just go back a little bit. They look like Navy as well. Even though it says army colour guards, that looks like a sort of a Navy uniform, doesn't it? This would be, I would say, something like the Household Cavalry Regiment, the Foot Guards, Grenadier Coldstream Guards, Irish, Welsh, Scots. Who would sort of do this. So the uniforms they're wearing look similar to our sort of number 2 dress, our sort of smart drill dress, where sometimes now we go short sleeved orders. So you've got sort of the fad trousers, the slightly thinner trousers compared to the old fads. You've then got the short sleeve shirt, and we would wear shoes or ammo boots. And these look like they're wearing just sort of standard issue army boots, military boots. Beret over the left eye, cap badge over the left eye. Combined Armed Forces Honour Guards. They actually march very similar to us. Arm shoulder high. Taking a very similar step. So very similar to the British, how they march. Very similar pace as well. They wear a lot of white in South Korea. White is obviously very clean, very fresh looking. Very in time with them drill as well. Whoa. Bit of a show. This is something you see sort of the Americans with how they sort of do their, are sort of armed drill display. In the UK, you wouldn't ever see anyone marching like that with a weapon in your arms. But it's very cool to see. Cadets from the Korea Military Academy and Korea Army Academy. Oh, nice. So these are obviously going to be potential soldiers. Very sort of old school traditional uniform. Looking around a lot. Not very smart though. You should be looking for... Here we go. What's this? Warrior platform equipped army battalion. Very dark sort of digicam. We obviously wear the lighter MTP. We'll say, is that sort of like Ops Core, sort of, you know, your cutaway helmets, Ops Core helmets. He's got his powder ear defense on top as well. Plate carriers and the chest rig, very common in most militaries now. Not many militaries have webbing. He needs to, so you should see someone trousers there. A lot of shouting within these squads though. Or singing, shall we say. People are very happy though. Oh, here we go. So we've got Army Black Berets. These are the special operation units, I believe, I'm guessing, with their dive gear. And you've got their sort of Nordic, cold weather sort of equipment. So they're basically, and their black kit, so showing off, look, possible counter-terrorism. domestic sort of counter-terrorism and foreign, showing that they obviously do underwater sort of diving experience, and then Arctic warfare, not Nordic, Arctic warfare. Here's the Navy. As we noticed, all military navies around the world look very, very similar with uniform. There's a lot of looking around though, I have noticed. In the UK, look forward, look up. There's a lot of looking around with the South Koreans, a little bit more laxed when it comes to marching. Korean Naval Academy midshipmen. So these are, I'm guessing, are going to be potential sailors. Once again, all in white. That chin strap doesn't look comfortable. So yeah, we wouldn't be caught dead waving, but obviously that's part of the parade. They've been told to do it. Combined naval units, including, okay, so they wear sort of blue digicam. Ah, they're singing, is it possibly your national anthem? Look at these guys. Here we go. So this guy in his MTP got a pistol, sort of shooter's belt, plate carrier, a few mag pouches on front, decent helmet, dual night vision as well. I would say he's most probably not your standard soldier, possibly special operations, carrying dual, unless they all sort of have dual. These are in caps. Is that because they don't have a beret, or is it just sort of a mixed dress showing off what you sort of have? Got his Bergen on there. They're literally showcasing everything here. There's your divers again. Ah, Marine Corps. South Korea have a Marine Corps. I always find these parades as a show of force. Look what we have. This is what we have. Sort of showing sort of other nations, don't come at us because this is what we have. Ah, see, there's your other standard helmet there.
And if you could just let us know your name, it'd be great.
Robert Brown. Well,
Good old Air Force. As you'll see, every service has a band. Who are these guys? They look... Obviously, in the UK, red beret means Royal Military Police. These carrying some decent sort of weapon systems here. Faces covered. So leads me to believe could be... Oh, here we go. Combined Air Force units column, including Special Operations personnel. There we go. Ah, they've got their pilot helmets as well. Pretty cool. Look at those guys at the back, kitted out in black. United States Forces Career Color Guards. Obviously, United States have a huge presence in South Korea, massive presence in South Korea. They've even got their band out there. This is the first time the US have ever paraded with South Korea. These guys are stationed out there for like a year or so, I believe. Sort of, they look like sort of Humvees. There's your sort of armoured K-21 infantry fighting vehicle. Marine Corps Cav. So would have spent hours cleaning these vehicles up. Unmanned aerial vehicles, oh nice. Missile systems, they are literally showing off everything. What a huge parade this is. Long range anti-air missile system. 3 cruise missiles, wow, they are literally showing everything. South Korea are not messing around. K-21 fighting vehicle again. Pretty decent. Looks a bit like Warrior, doesn't it? It looks a bit like the new Ajax as well, with a bit of the shape of it. What's that? Sort of possible 40 mil? Commander, gunner, or gunner, commander, gunner. There's obviously your driver. Can't see any sort of secondary weapons system anywhere. There's your smoke. But I can't see anything else. I was about to say that looks like an artillery piece, doesn't it? 155 howitzer. Now the people look really happy to see him. Decent. Very different uniforms, like I said, to what we have. A lot of white. I'm guessing that's sort of a parade uniform. It is fresh, it's clean. Very relaxed on how the marching it is compared to what we would do. We would be a lot more rigid, but that's just how South Korea do it. Obviously, if they've been told to wave, then you wave. But it was a lot of looking around on parade, as we wouldn't do that. Some similarities in uniform to the UK, but not so much. The marching was very similar. Arm shoulder height, sort of standard step forwards. Decent sort of pace as well. What do we do? 130 paces a minute, 120 paces a minute, I think we do, which look like what they were doing. So yeah, very similar. Very interesting to see. It's great to see South Korea doing their 75 years anniversary of their armed forces. So why not get out and do a massive parade? Very decent to watch. I liked seeing some of the kit that they use. The Digicam, we have MTP. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Theirs seemed a bit dark. So yeah, I don't know where you would sort of use that camo. Most probably good for sort of jungle or possibly environments, yeah. And then obviously the special operations guys pretty much around the world now are wearing MTP. Very popular, very common. But to be honest, I don't actually think it's that good in my eyes, especially if you go into a green wooded area. It sticks out like a sore thumb. But thoroughly enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.